I just finished up Monday pull day. First one of the week, feeling great. It was a great workout. Got my little note board here, my little weight board. All right, so push day number one. We kept with the bench, hit 155 again today, 3 sets of 8, that was great. Then we stayed with the 45s on incline, 12, 10, 10, that was my best output yet. And then we finished off with some dips, 25, 20, 17. Those are some strong reps for me. That was just the overall main lifts of the day. And then I did some auxiliary lifts afterwards. I did some extra triceps, extra shoulders, etc. But the 3 things on my mind today, right? Number one, I researched body weight earlier because I really wanted to focus on my goals, right? I have goals. I recapped last week with my goals. Today, my question was, where's my body weight that I'm trying to go to? Because, you know, I'm 191 right now, and I'm trying to target a pound a week of increase. But where am I trying to go? I think I want to experiment as far up as 225. And that might sound like a lot, but for being 6'5", I think I can put on some weight, and I really want to see where that max is. So if I'm targeting 1 pound a week, that's like what, 30 pounds, more than that, 35, 40. It's going to take probably throughout the rest of the year to see that progress. And at some point I'll probably be like, okay, this is good. This is starting to take away from my endurance, but that's the goal. Because I think it's important to have a goal in mind of like, where am I actually trying to go? What is my North Star? What is my main focus? For me right now, that is targeting a pound a week increase. So that is overarching my main focus, is increasing my strength, like my weights in strength training, so that I can increase more strength or more muscle rather than more fat. So I kind of looked into that. I was looking at, there's DEXA scans. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that. I'm probably gonna get that done at some point to kind of see where my percent body fat is right now and compare it to, I don't know, 6 months from now when I'm 210, 215, whatever. Because I think it's important to know, hey, if you're 14% body fat today and I'm 18% body fat in 6 months, that's really clean, that's really good. That means your, you know, the increase, because of course your body fat percentage is gonna go up slightly as you're gaining a lot of weight, but you just don't want it to get out of hand as you're increasing. So that was really what I was passionate about today. I want to research and look into was what is my real focus, and that's increasing body weight. Also for bench, is my focus sets or volume? That's really what I want to continue to look into and learn. I did 3 sets today, like I said. Sometimes I do 4 sets of bench. Today when I was hitting my like max reps again, you know, like 155 is my highest working weight. So to hit 3 clean sets, I thought that was great. I thought that was a good spot to call it and not force a 4th set. But you know, that's something I'm gonna work with. Do I want to do 3 sets, 4 sets, etc. And then the last thing is core. So today I'm gonna hit core right now. I just finished up my push, and I'm gonna do some core. Because right now I'm experimenting with Monday, Wednesday, Friday for core. I was doing it every day. I was doing 2 workouts a day of core. Now I'm just doing 1. Now I'm like, maybe 5 days a week is too much. So I'm gonna try and see what Monday, Wednesday, Friday does. If that extra little bit of less work helps recovery. So my favorites right now is the ab wheel and leg raises. I was doing weighted setups, but it was putting a lot of pressure on my hips. So maybe I need to lift the weight higher above my head and do less weight, because I was doing a 45-pound plate right on my chest, and I think it was just putting a lot of pressure. So these are things I'm just experimenting with, observing as I go. But overall, today was a win. Had a great push day, and tomorrow is a full day. In my routines, but smaller things like today, it's Tuesday, I really wanted to run. I'm kind of playing with the whole Wednesday strength is really taxing right now for me. So alternating run, bike, run, bike, run, bike throughout the week kind of lines up to be inconvenient for certain, you know, key strength lifts. So today was Tuesday, I was really like feeling like a run again, even though I ran yesterday. So I did it, and that's great. And that's different for me over the last, you know, however many weeks I've done it pretty consistently, alternating every day. But now tomorrow, Wednesday morning, I can take a bike ride in the morning. Hopefully that's a little bit less taxing. And then that way, when I have leg day tomorrow, it is, I have a little bit more energy, a little bit more recovery prior to that big leg session. So I'm very rigid in my routines. I'm trying to get better at like adapting to different environments and circumstances. But whenever you want to do something, like you're like, I really want to run today, lean into that. It's not you saying, I really want to go eat some donuts, let me eat those donuts, and you lean into that. It's like, no, you're just trying to do another workout. You're just trying to swap it up. And as long as you're not hitting bench press every day, you're good. So I switched it up today and it worked out. So last week when I was doing pole day, I think it was Friday, I was thinking like, wow, I think the system has hit a cap. I was doing pull-ups. I think I was doing 10-pound weight just like today, and I hit 2 sets for 8, and then the third set dropped off hard. I got to hear 6.5 and then 5 reps for the third and fourth set. And that made me kind of rethink like, I'm observing that I'm kind of hitting a wall. They don't feel powerful. I feel like I'm kipping. I think I even showed in the video from last week, it wasn't a clean rep. Today, and the facts is that I observed that and I said, I'm gonna adjust. But really what I did is I noticed fatigue. And that's what I'm realizing today is that I came in here thinking I'm gonna do 2 sets of weights and then the last 2 sets will be body weight. And they were so powerful today. I don't know what happened. The video I grabbed was on my second set and they were still pretty clean. I mean, I'm not getting like dead arm hang at the bottom because I'm trying to protect the shoulders a little bit, but I'm getting like pretty full reps and they were powerful. I mean, I hit 8, 8, 8, 8 today. It was crazy. It was crazy, super powerful. And that really made me go, wow. Like, I think that last week when I was struggling, I think it was fatigue setting in. I think it was just like getting used to the movement a little bit more. And that's why it's important to not just make those big strength changes on days when you're fatigued or when you're hitting a wall. Like, of course, if you're over fatigued and you're like, okay, I need to drop weight for the set, cool. But I'm saying like today, I really thought I was gonna switch up my lifts moving forward for pull day. I thought it was gonna be half weighted and half body weight pull-ups. And I'm glad I didn't just like jump into it because I started my first set strong and I finished strong. So that was a huge win today. And really power today was just great overall. It was a great progression day. Those pull-ups were massive. Let's see what else. So back day has just been notoriously awkward for me. I can't find the rhythm with the bars, so I just skipped it today. Today I didn't do any rows. I did pull over dumbbells where you lay sideways on the bench. That was really good. I used a 45s for that. It was strong. And then I did again incline chest supported rows. That was good as well. It's super hot. I'm sweating super hard today because it's officially summer. It's like 88 degrees in this garage. So I'm pounding electrolytes. That's gonna be my go-to throughout the summer to stay cool, stay refreshed. Is a packet of electrolytes in the morning when I run or bike, and then another packet while I'm lifting because it's just, I'm sweating too much. It's so hot in here, but it feels good. I think that's part of the power today was around just being warm. My muscles are loose. There's no like coldness running around. I feel powerful today. And then the last thing today I was thinking about was how impactful the mood can be and like your energy in a lift. So I'm not saying I had a fantastic day at work. I'm not saying I was in like a great mood, but just in this session today of this lift, I was just amped. Like I just felt it. The pull-ups started strong. And then from there on out, I was just like ready to go. Every lift was good. And you're not gonna have every day that's super, like you're like, let's get it, next lift, next lift. But I think what's important to realize is that when you do have those days, to lean into it and be like, okay, maybe today's the day I go a little heavy. And I did. Today, my back, I feel it more than I've really ever felt it on back day before. And I think that's important because sometimes I love my hammer curls. I'll go crazy on the biceps. Today wasn't that. I got really clean reps on hammer curls today for 9, 8, and 8, which is lower. Like I typically am doing like 4 sets of 10. But today I wanted to really make sure I wasn't lifting the shoulders like I'm notorious for doing. And I just wanted to lift like clean as I could with my hammer curls. But that was because I hit the back so hard today. Like I really feel the back. And when you're really amped up and feeling good in a workout and your mood is high, I think those are the times when you should go a little harder. And tomorrow for leg day, if the mood isn't fantastic, I'm not gonna annihilate my legs, but I will, make sure to go hard tomorrow because it is the one leg day of the week. So we're gonna have Zone 2 bike in the morning to get loose and not get too fatigued. And then we're gonna get back. Leg day. Don't have a ton to report today, but I've been kind of doing this week this like mini recap at the end of the session, so I wanted to stay consistent. Oh shoot. Ooh, I got my little whiteboard here. Let's see, last leg day, my hitters or my big lifters were 165 pounds on squat for 8, 8, and 8. Today I bumped it to 185, which was great, for 6, 6, and 6. So lower reps, but that felt powerful, felt controlled. I think that's important. I am just gonna leave that there for now. Probably keep weight, try and extend reps as the time goes on. And then for RDLs, I had 205 last week for 11, 10, and 9. And then today I kept it at 205 and got 9, 8, and 8. And since I pushed squat, I didn't wanna try and push RDLs as well, especially since I'm already kind of nursing this like nerve tension in my higher hamstring area on my left side. You just can't push every workout. You can't push every lift. It felt good. I hit 9, 8, whatever on the second and third set. And I was like, I could probably bust out another rep or two, but like I'm feeling tension. I'm starting to feel like the rep as I'm lowering, the pressure is coming off where it needs to be, which is in your glutes and your hammies. And I didn't want to take away from the rep, right? So sometimes chasing numbers isn't what you need. It's staying consistent on the form and feeling the strength and tension in the muscles that you're intended to feel it in. Finished it off with some lunges and some leg raises, stuff like that. Great workout, good stuff. I noticed On leg day, I want to bulk up a little bit more on food throughout the day because I feel like it's such a demanding, like when you're doing your entire lower body, I feel like it's very demanding. I'm sweating a ton. It's like 85 degrees in the garage. I got a ton of electrolytes and I'm out of breath, obviously. So eating a lot more food on leg day is kind of my thing right now. And then I'm also gonna go smash some food after this. So great leg day. Finish the week strong. Let's push day one. Thursday, it's push day 2 of the week. I wanted to say one thing quickly. Fatigue's creeping in. I can feel it. I had a slower zone 2 run this morning. Usually I'm running at 6.5 miles per hour. Today I had to drop it all the way to like 6 because I was just out of breath. I was gassed from leg day. Leg day's been killing me. That's something I'm still working with, trying to figure out is how am I gonna recover enough from leg day to finish the week strong. So Thursday and Friday's lifts, and then obviously endurance on the weekend. I'm trying to figure it out. So I still had a killer. So my bench today was the most I've ever done. So like, I really can't say like I'm that fatigued. I know right now that my second lift of the week, like my second pull or my second push day isn't gonna be a let's go up session typically. Today I stayed with the 155 from earlier this week. And so Monday it was 8, 8, and 8 was my all-time great. And then today I had 8, 8, 8, and 7. So I threw in an extra set and got 7 clean reps. I thought that was really good, but it was pretty much downhill from there. I mean, I still hit 45s on incline, 12, 10, and 10. And then dips dropped. Dips were, I did like 21, 19, and 15. And I'm just feeling a little fatigued. Like I know my heart rate's a little elevated right now. Finishing my workout. But something important I needed to get off my mind was, I was thinking about like the world of AI and the world of like technology and how things are just changing. Nothing is more important right now, in my opinion, in the future, than working on your physical health and like aesthetics. Like if everything gets automated in 20 years and there's no longer a need for delivery, for groceries, like drones are just flying to the house and dropping stuff off and everything's getting, the one thing that you can't get a robot to do, well, at least I think, is you can't get a robot to work out for you. You can't get AI to, pump iron. I mean, if there's anything you want to do now to get ahead of the curve is build systems for yourself that you cannot automate. Things like this, like being in the gym on a schedule with focused training, good eating. You can't automate eating yet, right? Like these are the most important things that you can value in the future is automating or setting systems that you can basically automate yourself for your health, your fitness, your recovery, your sleep, things that you can do to be healthier and live longer so that you can use all the cool, fun automation things as often and as much as you want, because you'll be healthy, you'll be fit, you'll be aware of how to use these things and just live a more full life. So I'm all in on bettering yourself, and I'm amped about the training right now. So let's finish this workout strong.
We were burning on the edge of something beautiful, selling a dream, smoking mirrors keep us waiting on a miracle. Let me love
recap of the week. It's Friday, last strength session of the week. This really wasn't a crazy week. Like last week, I ranted pretty much every day. I had these breakthroughs every morning. I was ranting all the time. I'm trying to keep this week a lot more concise and clear and just practical on like a daily report kind of thing. So I just finished this workout. Let's run through it real quick. It wasn't a high energy. It's the last day of the week. I'm feeling slightly fatigued from everything. I did, weighted pull-ups with the 10-pound weight again. I had 8, 8, and 6. So I fell off there a little bit at the end. Oh, I forgot to put I had 6 again on the 4th set. So it was 8, 8, 6, and 6, which 2 first sets were pretty strong, but 2 back end ones weren't as strong. Did a bunch of random other, pull workouts, but the big one I like is hammer curls. I hit that for 10, 10, and 8 today. Not bad, not my favorite, but overall just an average day, nothing crazy. I made sure to get good fuel in today because I know I got endurance this weekend. Got a long run tomorrow and a long bike Sunday. I'm sure I'll do some sort of like breakthrough developmental, hey, this was my crazy breakthrough for the week on Sunday when I do the recap. But until then, let's get this day. Saturday morning, just finished a long run, 90 minutes, about almost 10 miles. Average heart rate was about 140, which is pretty low for me. Like that's lower zone 2, so I'm pretty happy about that. Today was just one of those days. I was like 40 minutes in. So most days when I run like 45 minutes. Today I'm like 40 minutes in, and I'm feeling like off, like something's wrong. Like my bowels are freaking out. Like I feel my stomach's turning a little bit, and something just was telling me that like I should probably stop today around like 45 minutes, like just do a normal run, don't do a long run today. And I got to 45 minutes, and it's that like compounded discipline over time that in my brain, I just couldn't stop. I was like, today's the long day. I'm not gonna stop today. And man, am I glad I did, because I got to like, 55 minutes, almost an hour. And I was like, wait a second, I'm good. Like I can keep going. Like I thought I was really having a day where I just had to run inside and, just be done. But I got to an hour, and once I got to an hour, I was like, well, if I'm good, I'm just gonna finish this thing out. So I finished my run. It was great. I drank a ton of water. I got 2 big water bottles next to the treadmill. Each one had a packet of electrolytes in it. So that's probably what's kind of messing me up, is I'm just doing too much electrolytes. I'm not really sure. I'm figuring that part out. But I needed the water, and I feel like I needed the salt too, because I sweated a lot. It's hot in here. But got the long run in. I feel good. 7 o'clock. It's time to go inside, wake the kids up, make sure they're awake, and try and be present today. Recover as much as I can. No strength today. Just recover, fuel, and enjoy the day with the family. And then tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do some sort of bike work, whether it's a super long bike again in the morning, or if I'm just feeling super fatigued, I might just do a shorter run or a shorter bike at the end of the day. So we'll see, but today was great. I'm happy I kept it going. And these are honestly the best days, when you think I need to stop, or I'm feeling off, and then you execute and you still hit your goal. Man, now I'm ready for the day, because I won at 7 a.m. Let's go. Sunday. Man, it feels so good finishing a week and like being done, like officially being like, wow, let's look back at this week and see what we accomplished. And this week I would say is like a proven, like, let's prove that we can work hard and not be just trying to survive the whole time. That's what I would say this theme was. Like in previous weeks, I've had days where I'm just like, I am dying. How on earth am I going to go run tomorrow morning and lift again? And then how on earth am I going to do it again the next day? Like, I've had days like that or weeks like that. And this week was very much like, okay, we're getting in a rhythm now of truly understanding how we're going to do something and recover properly from it. And pretty much it's from just not overdoing every single thing. So I kind of stabilized big on bench this week. I really like paid attention to my heart rate on my running. And I feel recovered today and I feel good. And it's Sunday. I got all day now still. It's like 8 a.m. I had a little bit of a late start this morning. It's 8. I got all day to just kind of like relax. I have no strength training. Do whatever I need to do, fuel up so that I'm good to start again tomorrow. And that's really the name of the game, is like making everything revolving around how recovered you are so that you can continue getting after it every single day. Today I should have done a 90-minute bike, and I could have done it. I got my bike out right here. I just finished. I ended up just doing a 30-minute kind of like slower pace. I mean, I was still zone 2, but it was just like I got on. I wasn't paying too much attention to the analytics, and I was just getting after it, like just getting after the movements. Because yesterday, I alluded yesterday to feeling off in my run. After I finished running, man, I got kind of sick. I'm having some issues with something to do with running. I don't know what's going on right now, but like internally, I can just feel like, it's not good. I don't want to go into too much detail and be grotesque, but it's just, I finished strong. I analyzed the run, talked to you guys, and then I went inside, and it was kind of a bad morning. And that's just kind of like more reason to listen to your body. I told you I was halfway through the run and I felt something was like seriously off. Not like, oh, I'm tired, I want to give up, but I was seriously off. And I talked about how my discipline was just so, I'm so structured that I just kind of, I clicked that off. I was like, let's just do 10 more minutes and see where we are. But I think it might have affected me. Like, I think something's going on in my body. I might go to the doctor and just kind of see what's going on. But anyway, I kept it easy today. I did a 30-minute bike, and I'm going to continue to monitor myself today and prepare for next week. But I really am proud of the progress that was made this week of focusing on not overdoing everything so that I have the stamina to keep going. The body weight recap for this week, I was 190 last Saturday, and then yesterday morning I was 192.4, so gained 2.4 pounds. That's a little high for me. I don't want to be going up that much every week, but it's very much fluctuating right now. I think just because of the level of training that we're at right now, where everything is so dialed and there's just so much volume of lifting and so much, like there's just so much going on right now. Like, I'm increasing body weight as much as I can. I'm trying to increase progression of lifting weights on certain key lifts throughout the week. I'm also trying to, reduce the heart rate of zone 2 running right now. I mean, there's just a lot of factors going into it. So I'm okay with the weight kind of jumping around a little bit, because it was 192.4 yesterday. It was 189.5 this morning. Probably had to do with the loss of water weight potentially from that 10-mile run yesterday. It's hard to say, but I'm trying to stay dialed with my nutrition. That's the number one thing in my focus right now, if I'm being honest, is my nutrition. I cannot let that get out of hand. I do feel like body weight rise around my stomach. I feel like I am putting a little bit more fat on than I want to be. Like I can just kind of feel it over the weeks. Like, you kind of get so tuned with your body that you kind of feel like what is growing that's muscle and what's where you're kind of lacking. So I really want to stay focused on my food. I'm going to make sure I have clean meals prepared. That's the way you set yourself up for success when it comes to that. And I'm going to continue trying to hit, I think, around 4,100 calories a day, roughly. So yeah, it was a great week. I'm excited for week 14, very much so. I'm just looking at my whiteboard here. That's what I keep looking down at, just to see if there's anything I want to touch on from the progression from the week. But I think we're going to keep building on what we did. It should be another normal week. And I did try and focus on keeping this week not as spacey. I know last week was like almost an hour. I don't want every week to be almost an hour. I also don't know if every week it's important to come in here and document every single day from every single week. For right now, that's what I enjoy doing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. There might be times when I'm just like, okay, let's do week 17, let's do week 22, let's do week 31, and spread it out. when I'm feeling like super like, okay, this is a good week to document X, Y, Z. But right now I just feel like there's so many changes that I want to share that. Now it might just be personal to me. It might just be like, oh, here's a glimpse of something, increased bench, maybe that doesn't apply to everybody. I'm trying to hit on the way that I think about the improvements, the way that I observe that something is happening to my body, to my environment, and then I can share that and it can be applied to things that you guys have going on in your training or your life. So I hope you enjoyed week 13. I'm excited for week 14. Let's recover today, eat good, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.